Still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
What a dismal way to wake. In the belly of the beast. Let's see if I can grope my way out. Bones are so boring. Without flesh, there's no memories to be had.
I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
Boring.
Why, you're looking... There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Why? Because we're at sea, of course.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with... Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens. Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. My, aren't we a meek little lamb? Perhaps I needn't have collared you at all, though it does. So let's just leave it on, shall we? Because to answer your question, what for your own peace of mind...
I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
Now, where did I leave my calipers?
seems as though there's a pattern in this. That can't be natural. It seems as though there's a pattern. It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow.
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
Now, where did I leave my calipers? There you are. Not too tight, I hope. In the meantime, you'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Dungeon? You have the gall to call my laboratory a dungeon? I'd be quite annoyed with you if you didn't look so honestly perplexed.
Index fingers pressed to her lips.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. A new life awaits. And if you're a...
No indications of a struggle.
Good gods. There's...
why you're looking a bit... There you are. In the meantime, you'll find him on the other side.
Empty.
Good gods. There's been a murder.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies.
Easy now. You're paling me off. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Or was he already here?
Move along.
Why won't you sing?
A no doesn't become a yes over time, you know. Oh, there you are. Wife, would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like how very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de P. What?
Her pinched face cracks into a great...
Yeah, okay, you found me out.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and...
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
One of us will kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
You presume right.
We just skipped to the part where I...
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black, as quickly as they came.
Good luck, Chief.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I always knew you. I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer.
How dare you classify this slop
A
as...
scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing,
Watch your back, new fish.
rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning. The man named Ifan Beck, he leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it not
Pinches less that way, right?
hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander, many...
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate... Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the joy. Away from interested parties.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger...
Well, well. What have we here?
The lizard looks you up and down. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the
My, we are fit. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Goodness gracious me, what a bore. Forget it.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, Ghetto. You hear that?
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and...
You look like a ghetto to me. Listen, if you're interested. Or get gone if you aren't.
Campfire.
Did you see the body? They ought to let you taste a bit. Maybe you'd find out who done it.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source.
She looks up at you with a...
I was on duty in your room. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can Finn was killed by Source. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their... Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears up. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Not in here, it isn't. You let me know if you hear it.
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body. He reaches out and examines your face, tugging...
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
One of us will kill our own. They're picking us off one by one. Can we just skip to the part where I reassure...
I am not as brittle as all that, young lady. Oh dear. You have my apologies, fellow elf. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once. I do not believe I've been drawn anywhere. It is a quaint little read, but it is simultaneously too detailed and Tell me, what do you know of our world's history? Most unusual. And if it's no, I want to know about... This text tells me that they created all... Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind? Of course you don't. Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his...
Forget it.
Here's the register, ma'am. Good, good. Magister Williams, is you faring okay so far? Of course I do. Seems Voidwalk can dog your heels like a you'll see. You head on in now.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters.
So you admit it then? You murdered...
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head.
And there are others whose lives must end.
Good God! You there, sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale.
She reaches for her collar and simply...
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come.
She smiles with wicked...
Precisely.
What's happened?
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open. She doesn't stir. As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat, you feel his consciousness enter yours. Your heart is heavy. You know too much. It's all too much. A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous... Suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. She reaches a hand to the memory's end. You are no... The Magister lies on the floor. The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor. You hear a faint thud.
Damn it! I need to get off this wreck, and quick. Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glory of the skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's fame.
No! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet.
The skeleton looks up.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back.
Yes, indeed. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to. Please, I was no more an elf than you are, though. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed a mask that was stolen by that. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead. Indeed, just as sensible as getting off a... I would say good day, but it seems...
The skeleton shrugs casually and... The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The colour drains from your... It doesn't budge. The moment you touch the door groans open. But an...
I need to get out of here. Now! That means there's still a chance.
Shut your trap, kid! Children and dwarfs first.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby...
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here. Hear that, kid? We need to...
But what about the ladder? It's right over there. You can go straight down.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
I've danced with death before, but that was a particularly intimate waltz. I suppose I'm the lone survivor. How jolly. Gracchus Rex, ruler to some, tyrant to others, long dead to all. This won't be of any use.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angle.
I'm not supposed to talk to elves. Pa told me elves and lizards and dwarves bring bad guys. Void guys. I guess I'm a sorcerer too.
The child screws up his face and looks at you.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, but it's a lot they're gone now. Their Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured, but you didn't die. I guess I am, but it's just normal to me. There isn't anywhere safe, you'll see.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore. I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Magister Jalen from the ship. I would have chosen a swifter death for him myself.
The squirrel looks at you in shock. Are you sure you want to... You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your...
No, I do not. Then again, I don't belong to the House of Dreams. I'm a prince of the House of War, a house you seem to be all too familiar with, judging by that rather fetching mark on your cheek. My, look at those tempests that are your eyes. But you've got it all wrong, girl. It is you who has relinquished her duties by running away from her master. A crime punishable by, you know, I think I've heard of you. The assassin with the needle. What do you say we bury the hatchet, you and I? I see. Well, I had rather you didn't. I'd rather continue to contemplate the sea, and see you continue—
The Red Prince sighs as he—
Such beauty.
Hurts, doesn't it?
I'm ready. Prepare yourself. Drat. Healer. Glory is mine.
beauteous creature.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, its eyes clear. The cat's eyes are it appears... The cat's eyes, it appears confused, and yet somehow compelled...
Ooh, that's a pretty one. Hey, lady. It's a lot nicer here than that. Sure wish you'd gone back, though. I did see one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few... Now, where should I put this one?
We already know the truth, Magister. Now stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is...
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes...
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas!
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late. He hasn't changed a bit. Always late. Where is he?
I got my eye on you, Moss Muncher. Don't try any of that sauce business on my watch or I'll do to you what the hammer did to that traitor. You shut that filthy gash. You're all the same, you sorcerers.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty. That, Magister, that was Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order, and his right hand, Dallas. How do you not know this? Better get to it, then. A Magister will come and find you when they're ready.
Come on then, Lexi. Lay up.
I find dear one. Help me teach this beast.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is not...
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before...
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp.
Burrow looks you both up and...
Ah, get out of here.
The elf smiles and bows...
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
State your business. The one house, the Twy. A tongue that speaks such nonsense deserves cutting, I think.
Greet the Reaper for me.
The long, sharp needle is blackened with the ink that fuels its purpose, to tattoo the names of those you hunt upon your skin. Pandan. He knew your name, gurgled it through blood. You killed him because the master Diliana, a white, naked corpse on the forest floor. You killed...
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Magisters I handle, but small ones. We do not have many in my tribe. It is a strange moment. Elves travel far.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Our kind of few here. We must help each other.
She bows.
It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. Wait, before I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. Thank you.
You're cheating! You're too slow! I magicked you, you're dead! I know.
The child ignores you and continues with her game.
I'm playing Helene, hero of the whole world. That was my mum's name. She... it is.
The child smiles at you.
Whack! Back, evil ogre, or I'll get you with my sword! I'll spare you this time. You're really fun. Hey, ready? Go! You found me! Okay, go!
young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't...
Ah, hello. So much you suffer. So much suffering you have and you make. I do not mean to disturb you. It's just... Yes, please ask. Oh, I do not cover my eyes. I cover the place they use. He is a very blind man. You understand when you meet him, after you escape. It is safer here. We make no trouble for Griff. He makes...
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is my protector, my friend. An elf like me, with us. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek. A way out. You bring me great peace. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams. I feel him, but I cannot see him.
Queen's beard. It looks like you lost a fight with a claw hammer. Reckon you're in need of something to heal yourself up, eh? School of Hard Knocks, University of Life, Academy of this and that.
Instead of a potion, she hands you an empty bottle and a fat brown mushroom.
I knew I saw some talent in you. Go ahead, and once you've mastered the technique, you'll never need help from a crusty old quack like me again. Business savvy? Don't be profane. This is people's health we're talking about. And I get by just fine in the meantime, thank you. Dane's as stubborn as an old steer. Says he don't believe in alchemy and won't accept a potion from me or anyone else. But Jack and Nip would rather still. My job ain't to judge, but to heal. Or if that fails, to... What were you thinking, messing with Griff's brutes anyhow?
won't say it again.
Come on, chap. Don't be unreasonable. Please, excuse her.
You're talking to me, not her.
Oh, for the love of Lucy.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy?
A flat smile
She never did like you.
50 months of tears
I'll be with you soon, love.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand. He nods at you and turns back to...
Wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Gretty. Wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Gretty.
You cover your face with your hands. You've just heard the news. The elven homelands have been destroyed by death. The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves.
Haven't seen you around here before. Well, don't you hear a lot?
She gives...
You think some of us haven't got anyone at all. It's used to be, then they brought... Now I'm just waiting for him.
Her eyes...
Kind of you to ask.
She talked joy...
Water. Take care.
Mal. Patience. Patience. Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. For I am an elf. The tongue of others is not my tongue, You may speak of then and when, I do not. I refuse to learn their strange speech. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see, I see. Now tell me more. I understand. Now tell me how your story... I feel it deeply. We can see the things we lose, not with our eyes, but with our hearts. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I... I hope you love your...
Come on, you stubborn hunk of...
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood.
Wouldn't you like to...
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and...
Bleeding nail must be... charmed or... Yeah. Go on then. Why don't you...
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail...
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after...
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a...
For your trouble. I suppose it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the...
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do... That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters? Now, it's quite a nice-sized place, actually. Play your cards right and I'll invite you for the summer. I'll tell you when you're... Anyhow, we're a team now, so then let's get down to brass. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so... Then it's settled. Capital. Well, that's that sorted. Oh. Worms take you.
The cat's eyes are cloud. Its eyes clear. Early memories are overshadowed by a terrifying death, a tempest of teeth, scales, and snarl. The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
What? Oh, new, are you? Very good, very good. Make yourself at home. My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Naturally. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void?
The dwarf slaps his knees and chest until a buoyant rhythm develops and begins to, well, not sing exactly, but chant.
They stole me boots and burned me hat, but Beast of the Sea will come asking for me. Oh, not bad.
He bows to an almost comical depth.
Welcome to the Joy.
Well, I wasn't feeling so welcome till now. You almost had me dancing. You got any more songs in you? This savage beast could use some soothing.
Well, I got a right good rebel whooper on it.
Gotta admit, I'm tired of hearing the shanties all singing my praises.
One royalist. Oh, Macca Smiles, bastard born, the man of life enraged him. A gnashing vomit, he became so quick. A pitiful sight, his inadequate fight. The quivering lump sent out a
Ha! I knew there'd be some good lines in there. Quivering lump.
The Royal Guard. They'd sing this while wandering the hinterlands, looking for rebels and
The beast looks to the ground for a moment, but just a moment.
But why? When another divine arises, will Source change back? What if there are no sources?
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards and I'm running out of time. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People, I have a way out of here. It won't... Are you interested? Atta girl. Who wouldn't? The plan's simple. Completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an... Well, I certainly got lucky with you, didn't I? The way... Give me your map. I'll show you where to...
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Do you hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya?
Aye, she needs help, but none that I can give. Mad as a cooker, that one, and twice as loud. Distraught don't even begin to cover it. She's hollering after that child of her, and there ain't no...
Please, can you... An elf! Stay away, cannibal. If I find out you've gone near my baby, I'll skin you alive. Away from me, savage!
He hasn't changed a bit. Always.
Did you see them, miss? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself? They were so close, almost within arm's reach. They were just there. Just...
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've...
He stretches out one rough hand to shake. He grips your hand tight as a vice.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick to...
He shrugs. Look...
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. Everyone needs to make a living.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back.
Ah, I knew there was a kinship of sorts about you. Same trade, why not help each other get out of here?
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay down the law on that elf. Your kind stick together like stink on garbage, don't you? I've got my eye on you.
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh god, not now.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps,
And what you after?
I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever.
she looks up.
You looking to buy something? Nothing of mine needs testing. Pay or walk. Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself all manner of things.
The woman looks up as you approach.
What do you need? Ha! The hammer got you curious. Yeah, funny name for a gal like that. Oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul. People do change.
She nods. What?
Clever lass, her. No wonder what Alexander sees in her. Question is...
The bishop's much taller than I'd imagined from the painting.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend. Even if your kind has Haven't you heard? Bishop Alexander, the divine, do not doubt that he will come into his power.
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokes to you.
Back then, Sibyl. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the war, I heard the same. Do you know what this means?
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her. She is stock still, waxy skinned, her eyes dark. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with light suddenly flashes back into her face.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. It was a shipwreck, all right. Not much. Applies to a lot of situations, actually. Vermin tend to know what's what. I've given a few shows around Reaper's Coast. Might be you saw a poster or a flyer. Might be you even heard about the, Well, I was giving this concert up on Overlook Hill. There was a great... But I guess it was too good. I had me a little sauce flare-up. I snapped out of it before anyone got hurt, but the Magisters caught me backstage afterwards. Really? Are you hospitable too? Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves. But I'm a roadside inn. Red like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? You want to check this place out together? And don't worry, by the by. I forgive you for leaving me to drown on that ship. Maybe. Maybe not. In any case, it hasn't stopped me from thinking it'd be a good idea to travel together. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve. Lately, I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Sounds fine. So, yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought.
If Anne curls his...
So, seen all the magnificent sights of Fort Joy already? Everyone needs to make...
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him.
Why not help each other get out of here? The usual way. Haphazard, two heads are better than one. And when push comes to shove, four...
He grins, sharp teeth.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer can do...
He scans the horizon for threat.
Right you are.
Come. This way, in the back. Follow me.
I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat. He's leaning over a corpse.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards.
Damnation. That's stuck fast. I wonder... Ah! No! Stay back! Oh. It's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. It seems the human that stole my mask was rather... I chased her here.
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Oh, yes. An exceptionally common, but exceptionally valuable commodity. A face that seems rather stubborn. I would normally employ a tool to delicate... I could then craft a mask to hide my bone.
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Because my own was stolen from me. And... Oh, get up! You are simple beasts. So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Oh, please. It is far too complicated. No, but once I have extracted the... And then I can return to finding my people. I cannot be the last, at least from this realm. As for the others... Well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers. A companion? After you left the others to die on that ship? Then again, I am somewhat... I suppose. Circumstance. You seem more... at ease in this world than I. A guide would serve... Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you... Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality. I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Splendid. Although, it seems perhaps you should try discarding some...
Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't be crying over.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
If we have different paths to take, you and I, so be it.
You again? Can't you...
He lifts the corpses up.
It could be worse. A companion? Then again, I suppose. You seem more... at ease. Very well.
Now, teleport me down to the ledge behind me near the tree stump. I'll bring you right after.
No, I wasn't prepared for that. What now?
Got a good reason for barging into a private room, buddy. And? Got no reason to scramble out, me. It's hot and busy out there. Out? You must be mad. Head out one way, you're back in the joy among the rabble. Head out another, you're knee-deep in the hollow mark. Before you go, you haven't met a particular fella here, have you? Tall, black beard, intense way of looking at you. Punch up for metaphor? Wouldn't be surprised if you'd met him before. Half of me's afraid he's gonna try and save me. Anyhow, thanks and good luck, I guess.
All right, I just... They do terrible things here. If they think for a second,
Not seen. Heard. There's a man over there. I heard his screams. I heard something. It can't happen to me. It can't. Shh! You... I tried to leave. I heard of a shelter in the hollow marshes. The undead had their hands on me in 5 minutes. Shredding, tearing. I came limping back and now outside the bones are gnashing. In here. What to do? What to do? Poor thing. Poor fool.
The elf's skin is pale as a corpse's, but his face contorts with inscrutable emotion. Joy, horror, and rapture flash. His eyes lock onto yours.
It's you!
Surprisingly, the elf musters a soap.
The pain is great. I'm not the last. The bishop doesn't count. No, he doesn't count. You'll know. They'll find you. They'll seek you out. That's their... You need to go. Dallas, after she took me, she did something. My head... I feel like someone's rummaged...
He giggles coquettishly. Then...
I'll need to get clever with this lock.
Please. Gods know how much blood you have on your hands now. You can't let...
Sorcerer! What do you think you're doing, prowling around inside the fort? Ha! And what is it you think you saw? Go on, get an eyeful.
He looks you up and...
Got a nice marble to you, haven't you? Good.
How many of them did you let go? I... Go on, speak! That's why you're here, isn't it?
It isn't right.
All right, Del. Isn't right to save the entire realm from divine damned chaos?
Please.
Gods know how much blood you have on your hands now. You can't let them go. This is our only hope against the Voidwoke. I will defeat countless threats. How many was it, Del? How many of them did you let go? Go on, speak! That's why you're here, isn't it?
gonna pray all day, buddy? Indigestion. Oh God, not now.
Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't be crying over it.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
If we have different paths to...
I told him I'd known exactly, didn't I?
Ifan curls his lip.
So, see everyone.
The little...
why the you two head?
He grinned.
So, survival's my main priority. Can do.
He scans...
Right you are.
I've got my eye on you.
Hey, I know.
Losa.
Back then, Sibyl. Nothing like a nice me too. Did you...
She light.
It's not put it like this, but like a god now isn't. So how are you enjoying? And when it does, right? Before we head, lately I've been into. Sounds fine. Yeah. Well.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
I've spotted something.
Come. This way, in the back. Follow me.
I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens, he's lean.
Bugger. How an
Skeletal.
damnation. Why I could speak. Oh, you are so indeed a cult. I could ask. We start, but several I suppose. Excellent. While we are of course, the arcane arts are my. I could do split very well.
Quicker now. Come along. Perfect. Now, teleport me down to the ledge behind me near the tree stump. I'll bring you right after. Oh, we're almost through. Hey, hey, over here. Over here. Perfect. Now, teleport me down to the ledge behind me near the tree stump. I'll bring you right after. Oh. Hey, over here. Simply perfect. Now, teleport me to that mossy rock across the gulch. Over here! It isn't far.
As soon as I saw that glint in your eye, I knew we'd make a solid team.
Simply perfect. Now, teleport me to that mossy rock across the gulch, just by the torch. You're almost there. Even the air smells better here above that pit. Thanks for the help, and good luck getting yourself out.
Looks like it's just you and me, Stumpley.
Over here! It isn't far.
As soon as I saw that glint in your eye, I knew we'd make a solid team. Oh, come on, lass. I can take care of myself, as you can see.
Ifan shrugs off his backpack and reaches into its depths. After rummaging around,
have a read of my contract and... So, time to find this Boris fellow.
Hey. Hi. Mm-hmm. I bet you are. That's why you left me to drown, right? Don't worry. I forgive you, and I bear absolutely... Really? Ooh, so serious. What's... Well, I was giving this concert up on Overlook Hill, but I guess I snapped. At least I went down doing what I love. Of course I do. What's your poison?
Losa clears her throat and starts stomping a steady beat into the ground. Kicking, the beat builds into a riot of sound, her hands and feet moving in an inscrutable pattern.
Savage, hearts in it, savage... I can't. It's nothing. Let's keep moving. The sooner I find a way to get this bloody thing out of my head, the better. Nope. This one doesn't talk to me. It talks through... How very sweet of you to notice. I know. It's weird.
She drums on her forehead with 2 fingers.
They used to be blue. Oh well. Ha. Well, this is the real me. I'm not too keen on this particular companion, of course. But I can't remember a stretch of longer than a few days that there... I wouldn't really know what that's like. And after all, most of the time... Sometimes I wonder what... So what's it like, being alone in your head? Peaceful never was my forte.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it. Indeed I did. Unlike the rest of your comrades, I had rather hoped that your people would be less crude than... Quite the opposite, in fact. If you're anything to judge them by, they may be the worst of the lot. As impeccably mundane as regardless. Further study...
The skeleton pulls a notebook from his robes and starts scribbling.
Sorry, do carry on. Just act as you do in your natural environment. Simply pretend I'm not here. Ah, this is perhaps the first intelligent question you have asked. After all, one should always try to learn from one's betters. My people are a race far beyond anything that... We seek to master this. We craft wonders to last through the ages, long after your crude tools have rusted. There are rumors that some have been found at the Black... I was trying to uncover the truth, but wherever the artifacts of my people are, I will find them. We have not... There is a great variety among our people. Some are tall and lithe, others short and muscular. This is what makes you such... You look almost exactly like every other elf out... Walking through this world is as repulsively bland as staring at a wall... no offense, of course. No, not yet. Not until I... And, after all, I am still here. Despite the Voidwoken's best effort. The Mask of the Shapeshifter? In my time, it was nothing more than a novelty. I crafted one for my child once. She spent the day trying to convince me that she was her mother. Of course, now that toy could be the difference. But with that mask, I can shapeshift and walk through this world looking like... It certainly makes traveling through towns easier. Oh, it's quite simple. One just acquires a... Combining several of these single face masks, along with a source orb, frankly, I'm amazed everyone isn't doing it. Oh, of course there are. How many hundreds of... Almost all of them seem to have been disposed. It's a terrific waste. Still, without the proper tool to remove the face from a corpse, so if you happen across anything that seems capable of ripping a face off a body... Trust you, bloody-minded beast. People like you are the reason I'm using the mask to keep myself safe from the violent... Fear? Please, it's a practical choice. Moving through this world is so much easier when you don't have to lecture some torch-wielding lunatics on the dangers of an open flame. Ignorant! I dare say I have a better knowledge of this world than any— Oh, I may be missing some social mores or be unaware of what king waged which war, but why nitpick? Your history is an interminably dull list of mortals that were born, achieved nothing. Certainly one may have expanded his kingdom, or another invented some way of pickling. Where will your kingdoms be in one? They will all be dust, along with each and every one of your great heroes. Your people and nations come and go, may fly, but the universe is always there. Even when my people walk this land, a drop— I have yet to see the mortal king that can decree all apples must fall up. No, these laws stretch— That is knowledge worth having. Everything else is arguing over who has built the prettiest sandcastle as the waves creep closer.
Tired of the view in here yet?
He freezes and shoots you a wary glance.
Well, why not? Go ahead.
Ivan begins counting on his fingers and...
43, give or take. Maybe you want to remember. What else do you want to know? Not much, I'll tell you that. Why? What do you think of them? But they can't keep the likes of us locked up too long, I'll wager. Come on.
Teleport me to that great mossy stone across the ravine. From there, we can sneak by the guards with...
Can't talk now.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak? Go on then.
Hey. Hi.
Above that pit. Thanks for the help, and good luck getting yourself out.
Looks like it's just you and me,
not enough that you travel with me? Go on then, bark away.
You thought hard on the location of your fortune before passing. You wanted an elf to find it. You
This is no time for
Get that girl and her head sucker out of here.
I guess he's talking about you? Let's just see about that. Hey!
I'm trying to relax here, aren't I? Whatever's going on with you and your passenger, I don't...
You can...
See? Hey!
You're a
mystic? Ha! Used to be a sort of demonologist, though. Was learning the arts, at least. Never did have much of a knack for it, to be honest. Studied under a real maestro, though. Learned this and that, too. Doubt it. Exorcism's a tier 3 skill.
Come on, make yourself useful.
Well, I might be able to tell you exactly what's inside you. Let me try.
He places a thumb on each of Losa's temples.
Now. Holy, holy, holy. You ought to thank your lucky stars.
Crick on a cracker.
You need help.
Don't I?
Do me a favour. Get out of here and hie to the north of Driftwood. My old master...
Driftwood, Old Master, Hot Hills. Got it.
Don't you worry. With something like that inside you, Loser, he'll either come to you or...
Silence me. Guards! Guards! Come quickly!
You'll see. They'll get their hands on you and then...
Guards!
They'll come. They'll come.
There is no leaving.
I tried to leave the...
Help me!
The elf's skin is pale as a corpse's. His eyes...
It's you! No.
His back suddenly arches as...
I'm not the last. The bishop doesn't...
He screws up his face.
You? You need to go. Dallas, after she took me... Bye-bye, love. Tell him I...
Sorcerer! What do you think you're doing, prowling around inside the fort? There's not a magister within 100 miles who'd trust one of your... Any other tales you want to try? Go on. I could use a good laugh. Ha!
He looks you...
Too bad there's not a...
to none.
I must be delirious. You look like death.
Help, please. I need healing.
Of course. Of course. There's a boat that can take you into the dunes beyond, but they'll kill you on sight if you don't know the proper password. Heal me. I feel it at work upon me already. Thank you, my friend. That is what separates you from the... There is a wall. You'll meet some associates of mine. Tell them Madame Zur sent you, and they'll...
Enough to matter, not enough to stage a coup. The Voidwoken have people...
Dallas and Alexander offer a solution. People need solution. No, I imagine not. She's the headmistress of an orphanage in the far north. With her help, we've saved count. You've given me a second life. I won't... Healed. Thank you, my friend. I will settle this debt.
So, time to find this Boris fellow.
Leaving. Don't I tried to leave. I heard if the undead had their hands on me in 5 minutes. They'll come. Help me!
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak to... Go on, then.
Do you hear that? Something's up ahead.
The fiery slime creature looms imperiously over you and utters a questioning gurgle. The slime beast growls.
The princess would have your head for that language.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you go on then?
Hey. Hi.